Hey friend, welcome to another episode in the Revelation Project, chapter 17. Again, verse 1. And there came out one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come here, and I will show you the judgment of the great whore that sits upon many waters. Okay, right out the gate. Here we have this interdimensional digital room of video library kind of concept. Like, it is so cool. Friend, in Visionscape, this is where John is operating through this vision format, this encounter of multiple dimensions. He's able to, from the future, view the past, and yet from the past, view the future. And it's only in this place where there is a super dimensional operational ability to engage in. John, being a third dimensional being, is experiencing this through the realm of the spirit. Okay, so the laws that apply to this third dimension, encased within the fourth dimension, time, these laws don't have influence in this super dimensional space, right? It's as if he has access to this omniscience of God. Holy Spirit's able to reveal these things through the angels to him. Just amazing encounter, right? So already we see that this not written in chronological order is already, because chapter 16, the 3.5 years are done. This is it. Now we get a closer look. It's like almost like, okay, this is what's going to happen. Now let me show you a microscopic moment of what this is all about, this beast and this harlot. And so there's this shifting of thought that takes place from this moment of interdimensional travel. It's a lot like what the Lord did with Moses. God gave him the macro view, Genesis chapter 1, and then the micro view, Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2 provides details of the formation of mankind and how that went about. It's not contradictory to chapter 1. It's a microscopic view of that sixth day of when God formed man from the dust of the ground and created Eve from the rib of man. Okay, so here it is. In chronological order, 3.5 years is done. Now one of the angels takes John aside, like, come here, I'll show you the mystery. And so this angel takes John into this interdimensional time-space moment where he can observe what this thing about this Babylon issue is all about. So, should I do verse 2? The great harlot, the great whore that sits upon many waters. Okay. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay, so the waters. Okay, the waters represents many peoples, okay? Here throughout the book of Revelation, right? The beast that rises up out of many waters. The beast that rises up out of the multitudes of people. The sea of humanity, okay? So she's engaged in this activity upon the sea of humanity. Now, on the coin of Babylon, if Babylon were a coin, on one side you have the woman, the harlot, okay? There's three dominant women in the book of Revelation. The wife of the Lamb, the wife of God, Israel, and Babylon. So you've got the bride of Christ, who is the wife of the Lamb. You have the woman Israel, which we tackled in chapter 12. That's God's wife. And then you have Babylon, the other woman, the mistress, if you will. So you could say that each of these three women represents affections. The bride of Christ is the affection of Christ. This people group that are devoted lamb lovers. So we are a people group, but yet also a city. We are the New Jerusalem. We are a woman, okay? The bride of Christ. So we're the church, We're the bride of Christ, and we're also the New Jerusalem. And we'll get into that in 2 later chapters here. The woman Israel. She's a woman. She's also indicative of the original Jerusalem, Zion. And then you have, she is a people group, the people Israel, but also a woman, the wife of God, okay? And then you have Babylon. She is the affection of the world, this worldly system / people group. So she's a people group. She is a city, and yet she's also this affection of the world, okay? She helps get everybody drunk off of her fornications, okay? So the woman side of the coin of Babylon deals with the allurements, the entrapments. Proverbs chapter 6 through 8, we see a lot of this whole, the harlot versus Lady Wisdom. You have the wisdom of the world, the allurements of the world, this world's calling you kind of thing, the entrapments of the wisdom of the world. If you notice too, in James it says that the wisdom that's from earthly wisdom, is sensual. There's this allurement like, well, yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. Let's do that. Let's do that. But the end thereof is death. There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is death. However, the wisdom of God, Lady Wisdom, draws you into worship of God, not the Babylon. She draws you away from worship of God. Okay? And then on the other coin you have the city, which we'll deal with in chapter 18. That's the city side of the coin of Babylon. That deals with the merchants and the kings. She's idiomatic of the city of Tyre. If you do your scriptural studies in Isaiah and Jeremiah, you'll find the city of Tyre, and it's pointing to the future Babylon, okay, where the merchants of the earth make money, etc., etc. So it says here that she's upon many waters, which means many people groups. So she's a people group, she's a city, but she's also a woman. She made the inhabitants of the world drunk off the wine of her fornication. That is the Greek word porneia, which is where we get the word pornography. Okay, this enormous, this enticement, this pornography, this using sensual stimulation to draw you and allure you. Okay, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. So now he's taken into the wilderness, and to catch another defined image of this woman. She's sitting on a scarlet-colored beast. Okay, this word scarlet means like a blood red kind of a color. Not a fire red. That's the word red in Revelation chapter 12 of the red dragon. That is more of a fire red. And then this color here, scarlet, is more of a blood red colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. That's the beast from Revelation 13. So Babylon, she rides this system of the beast. She's the rider upon. And she actually is steering the beast. She's riding on it. She's the one who tells the beast what to do. So when you understand that the beast is not only a person, but it's also a system, who's actually influencing the system? Babylon. She's influencing the system. We're going to find out in a little bit. The system gets tired of her calling the shots, and so the system will actually devour her. We'll see that here a little bit later.